Sometimes equipment just, this is the reason why, wow, whoa. What the heck is that? That's another application. Okay, I don't want this one. You keep clicking on too much crap. No, I know. I don't want iMovie. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to restart Cam Twist again. And you think anyone's going to come tonight? Unfortunately, our stupid live stream. So go back to studio. And there we go. Tools, studio. Okay, desktop. CB230 overlay. And of course, I'm not going to display the phone number right now, because I will explain why in a second. First of all, the last time I had phone numbers, we had so many crank callers talking about cats and kids, and I just didn't want to have to go through that crap again. So I made it very clear, as one of the people said, is since the phone numbers are such a royal pain in the ass, is why don't you just give up the phone and just say fuck it? Well, that doesn't make any sense either, because you guys obviously do like the ability to call in. But the thing is the crank callers who put my name up. Well, I'm sorry, we had technical problems. I always have technical problems with the software in this computer. And what do you think is... you know what it is? It's something in this dongle that does it. Yeah. I'm not sure why that is. Honestly, the whole point is that the camera is what Michelle wanted to do is she would like to be able to jump over and show her face instead of having the chat questions. So since it's working, let's do that. So let's jump over to that. Okay, so now we can see each other. So what I was going to say is we were having some technical mites, nothing major, with Cam Twist, where the UVC dongle was not properly being initialized by Cam Twist. It could be because this is an older version of Cam Twist, and that may have been a pre-existing glitch that the newer version will fix. I would think so too. Right now we're gonna go over to the questions, and I'm not sure if we're gonna take phone numbers tonight, guys. I mean, I might, but I don't really want to deal with the cat bullshit, and that's the reason I really kind of say to myself is this really worth it to take phone numbers and not to deal with the cat bullshit story? So let's go here. I have a serious political question tonight. I need that number. So you have a serious... Okay. Yeah, I guess you can have the number. We gotta put it up anyway, I guess, even though I don't want to. Yeah, let's put it up anyway. So, phone number. So, there, okay. So, turn the phone on. And, it's not really something I wanted to do. Yeah, okay. So the phones are on now. I heard that the radio station pulled the ad. Yeah, because probably MMD told them to. Or TNCC told them that it was a mistake. And that originally was it wasn't meant to be serious. And that wasn't even put up by me anyway. That was just put up by a bunch of people that didn't even ask for permission to put that number up on the list. So it makes sense, it wasn't supposed to be listed. What kind of calls doesn't take call? Okay, well, we're taking calls now, but R11H30, would you help explain to Mary Jane what happened last Sunday? Apparently she's a new person. She doesn't know the full story here. Yes, the phone is on now. Give it a call if you want. 860-738-8463. That's make sure it's working. Yep, it's working. Okay. Yeah, did they pull it because you asked them to pull it, the NCC? Because you told me you would take care of that. Because you didn't mean to make it into something for Austin, Texas. Well, you can watch the show. I mean, like I said, we got the phones on now. I just listed the number. So, R11830, you wanted to call in the show. The phones are open. Yep, that's the 5 and dime version. And that's the reason we ended up basically getting stuck with so many phone calls about cats that I really... Hello, Muhammad Takir. Unfortunately... Okay, go ahead, call you on the air.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. So the other week you were talking about Project Pi.
Who?
You were talking about Project Pi.
Which project?
Project Pi.
I don't know what that is.
You know Pi? You don't know what Project Pi is? You didn't look it up?
No, I don't.
Oh. Well, I have a Pi-related question. So I saw in a movie one time, this guy put his dick in a cherry pie, and he said it felt like a vagina. Is that true?
What's that?
In this movie, this guy put his dick in a cherry pie, and he said it felt like a vagina. Is that true? Have you ever tried putting your dick in a cherry pie?
I am hermaphrodite, which means...
Right, so did you try to put your dick in a cherry pie one time? Because I'm just thinking about trying it. I got a cherry pie, I just took it out of the oven, and I was thinking maybe we could do it together.
I don't quite understand what you're trying to get at.
Well, I mean, you could get a cherry pie. I have a cherry pie. During your show, we could both put our dinglings in the cherry pie and describe to the audience what it's like.
So you're talking about my hermaphroditic condition?
No, I'm just talking about just two bros putting their dicks in some pies.
Oh. That's not really anything I really think about, to be honest with you.
But don't you think it would be interesting for your little show there if, like, we could describe to the audience what it's like to put your dick in a pie? We could do it together. Like, because I got this hot cherry pie. It's ready to go.
Oh, that's just ridiculous. No, I would not do it.
You don't want to put your dick in a pie?
I don't even...
All right, I'll do it. Do you want me to just describe it to you then? Do you want me to do it right now?
Is that, like, related to the YIF thing?
To a what thing?
YIF. Y-I-F-F?
I don't know. I just know that there's a hot cherry pie in front of me, and I'm curious what it's going to feel like. So, do you want to come along for the ride? Do you want me to describe it to you?
Look, I don't think this is the appropriate environment to discuss...
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start putting my dick in the pie. Give me a second. Let me get my pants unzipped.
Well, this channel here right now is during prime time, so unfortunately, that would not be that would not be an appropriate topic for this audience.
Oh God, it actually feels great. Wow, that is, whew, that's a little bit warm.
That's enough of that. All right. All right. So why don't you give us a recap? Like I said, you're gonna run into times on the show, and you're gonna see people that talk about stupid shit. And they do. And they talk about things that offends. No, but I think the guy that was on the phone wanted to do a GIF. Okay. So anyway, did anybody really totally understand what he was talking about? R11H030. Go on here.
Yeah, I wanted to call about Project Pi that we talked about last Sunday or the Sunday before.
Oh, Project Pi. Yeah, we talked about the project. That's why I mentioned it last Sunday, but then we got...
Yeah, how do you feel about deep learning AIs? And if they have the capability to overtake humanity as Project Pi has stated in its white paper that you brought up?
Well, I checked into Project Pi, but I don't really quite understand how it works with blockchain.
You have, I'm sorry, how many Bitcoins do you have?
You can create something called PiCoin, which is kind of unusual because the last guy was talking about it too, and I had a hard time hearing him. I looked into Project Pi, but I don't really understand any of this about Project Pi, because the idea is that you can have your avatars, and they're like electronic versions of you, and they can go ahead and they can do chores for you and stuff because they know your likes, dislikes, and everything. But it's the blockchain part I don't get. Like, how does that work with your personality?
That's a $64,000 question, I guess, Michelle.
I mean, I looked at the information on the web last time.
Yeah, but I'm curious of what putting your pecker inside a Pi has to do with blockchain.
It has to do with personality. That's what it stands for. Personal Artificial Intelligence. Or PAI, not PIE.
So, do you get the Pi coins before you put your pecker in the Pi or after?
Apparently, you generate a certain number of blockchains, and those are actually going to be used to distribute your personality or AI. But I don't really understand how that really works. It's using the Bitcoin paradigm.
Because I'm just trying to figure out when I stick it in.
Well, why don't I do this? Let me see if I can find the file. I think I did download it. Let's see if I can find that. And we can look at this real quick together. Maybe you might understand
I'm going to put my pecker in the Pi now, and I'll free up the line for anyone else who wants to maybe give their thoughts on Project Pi.
That's a little different that's kind of a little different. This has nothing to do with sex at all. Alright, so let me go ahead and take a look at this. The whole idea of this blockchain thing, Project Pi, a motivation white paper, decentralized, peer-enabled AI identities for the AI economy. Now, I'm going to make the screen as big as I can so that we can all see this on the screen, because I know that sometimes this computer has a habit of making things really small. So let me go ahead and make this text as big as I can get it. So let me zoom in. Okay, so go ahead, going on here.
Yeah, hello, name's Jackson. I'm curious, I was listening earlier, I didn't know if it got cut off. A fellow was going to explain what it was like to put his dick in a pie.
You talking about the Project Pi project?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he was going to explain it. Did he ever explain what it was like? Because I'm actually about to run to the supermarket, and I might get a pie myself and try it if he says it's good.
I don't know if this is the same thing that we're talking about, but do you know anything?
Yeah, he was saying he was going to put his pecker in the pie, right?
No. It has nothing to do with that. It talks about the Project Pi.
No, I heard it clearly. He said to you, he said, hey, I got this hot cherry pie.
Can you read the screen that's in front of you, what it says right now? It says
Now, miss, I'm aware that you are deaf and blind. You aren't going to tell me how to read or to hear something, okay? Now, I just want to know, is there a timestamp I can go back and find that feller? Did he describe what it was like to put his pecker in the pie? I don't want to hear you talk. I just want to know what it was like for him to put his pecker in the pie.
Okay, well, we're talking about the decentralized, peer-enabled AI identities for the AI economy.
Okay, have you ever put your dick in a pie? If so, what kind of pie. Was it hot or cold, prepared? How'd you do that?
I don't do anything like that, okay?
You've never put your pecker in a pie?
No!
Not even a cream pie?
Not anything!
What about a rhubarb pie?
Oh, for God's sakes, do you know anything about my biology?
I have no clue about your biology.
Well, then let me tell you about my biology. I'm a hermaphrodite, okay? I have traits of both male and female, okay? Can't keep it simple for you. My pee-pee is only about 2 centimeters long. That's less than an inch. That's less than
Okay, well, put your nub in a pie. Put your nub in a pie. Maybe it'll be a good experience.
No.
Maybe more people will be like me. They'll want to know what it's like to put your junk into a pie.
Oh boy.
Because I'm very curious. Because one time I tried it with a blueberry pie, but I want to know if the cherry pie is any different than the blueberry pie.
Okay, well, let's get back to it.
Because the blueberry pie, it was a good experience. The consistency in there and the warmth. And when your balls would dip into it, it would get just right.
I think this is getting a little bit more than the public needs to hear right now.
You mean from me?
Because, as I said, it's still technically below 9 o'clock, so this is really bordering on...
No, miss, I'm not trying to be offensive. I just, do you have that timestamp for when that fellow explained what it was like with him putting his pecker in the pie?
Okay, no, I don't. And you know what? I got it. I only have one line, so we have to leave this free for the next call, okay? Thank you.
Okay, but what kind of pie would you use if you was going to put your Johnson in it?
None of the above. Okay, now, this is the reason why everybody asks me, turn your phone on so it can drive you crazy. That's what it sounds like. That's not what it sounds like. Now, what we're talking about tonight, or is almost anything actually, within reason, thank you very much. For example, I want to go back to what I was discussing, because I think it's a fantastic question, is this pie project, and no, it has nothing to do with sexual intercourse. Where is my stupid preview? There it is. Okay? And it's called the Motivational White Paper for Decentralized, Peer-Enabled AI Identities for the AI Economy. Now, I don't understand half this shit. I went to this page, I signed up for Project Pi, and I still don't understand it. How does your personality... Okay, so let's go through this real quick here, okay? Let's see if we can find out some hint, a clue here, what's going on here. Alright, here's a summary. Let's go for it says here. The cornerstone of artificial intelligence... The cornerstone of artificial intelligence, AI, is the ability to make highly competent humanistic decisions that successfully pass the Turing test. In the last decade, we've seen rapid advance in strong, sophisticated AI machines in a variety of industries. The autonomous vehicle industry is delivering a new transportation economy. Alphabet's AlphaGo has toppled the best Go board players in the world. Neural networks like IBM Watson learn and process huge amounts of information at an unimaginable pace. The peak of artificial intelligence is almost here, but with several limitations. Current AI only developed for narrow, task-specific domains is a prohibitively... I should have shrunk the screen down a little bit. It's a little bit huge. Yeah, I could bring it down maybe 1 minus. 1 minus. Okay, that's better. Okay. Only available narrow specific is prohibitively resource intensive, thus heavily influenced by and for the interests of a select number of industry leaders. For this reason, Project Pi is developing an open source blockchain protocol to decentralize AI development for everyone. The foundation for an interoperable AI blockchain starts from the ground up, firstly with creating AI for the individuals. Okay, that sort of makes sense. And then we start getting in. This paper presents a utility network coin for using Pi. Network coin? Okay, now this gets confusing. The world's first personal AI, or Pi, is a 3D intelligent avatar designed to look like you, speak like you, and behave like you in the digital space. A person's PAI is directly owned and managed by the original user, who can be compensated for deploying their PAI online, creating a new AI economy. The unique AI blockchain protocol enables the decentralization of PAI and contains many layers of authentication network storage in the AI. The PAI network is a decentralized platform built from the protocol and acts as an avatar repository and a foundation for decentralized applications to use PAI in everyday life. As the AI economy grows, the blockchain protocol will be able to be used to purposes beyond PAI and other general broad domain AI development. That's enough of that. It's already making my head explode. Okay, so what they're trying to say is to make it easier for people to create the personal identification or artificial intelligence or PAI. Let me go back to the questions now. Please do. Please do. Okay, so let's switch back to that page. I honestly know a lot about blockchain. Mohammed Tokir, I does something from there. Yeah, you can try calling in. I don't understand that about the coin at all, so I can't explain about Litecoin. I've heard of Litecoin. I've heard of all kinds of different currencies. So yeah, I turned the phone back on, guys. So okay, so what can you give me real quick? R11H30 is the phone is on now. So R11H30, what can you tell me about this personal Pi blockchain that they're trying to create? Go Echo, you're on the air.
Yeah, I got a question about Project Pi.
Yeah, I had a question about Project Pi.
Yeah. So, do you think it makes any difference if it's a shepherd's pie or not? Or does it have to be like
it's
a
not
sweet fruit pie?
It's not a food item. It's not a food item.
Well, I'm talking about when you put it's for like when you're putting your willy in the pie.
I'm not talking about that kind either.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about with the Project Pi. You know, the fellas.
Well, I'm not talking about that Project Pi. I'm
what it
talking
feels
about
like,
the
what
one
every
that I
pie
just.
feels like against.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
Against his willy. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I do not.
There's a guy on the internet, right? He's doing Project Pi, and he's testing every single pie with his Johnson, and he's making videos about.
Well, that's not related to this.
And I thought that's what you're.
No, that's not related to this project at all. This has no relation to this project at all. This is completely different.
Okay, well, my apologies, but just as a personal question, do you think the shepherd's pie is a good idea, or should I probably not?
I don't know.
If you had a Johnson Miss, would you put it in the pie, in a shepherd's pie, or would you stick to the traditional, like the apple pie, the custard pie, that kind of stuff?
It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Okay, we're talking
because
about...
my dilemma here is with the normal pies, they're not big enough for my Johnson, right? I need a big old pie for my big old Johnson. So with the shepherd's pie, I can use a larger pan. I can get deeper penetration.
Oh, that's not even what this topic's about. So, if you...
Do you think I run the risk of catching an infection or something if putting my Johnson in a shepherd's pie like that?
I would do is, why don't you watch the video where we're discussing about something called Project Pi, which has to do about personal artificial
Project Pi, that's the one. That's the fella sticking his willy in all the pies.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Yes, it does. I've watched several of the videos already. Don't you remember when he reviewed Cookies and Cream?
That's not the same.
Hello?
It's not the same thing we were talking about. Go to www.projectpi.com.
ProjectPiWithPenises.com. I've been there.
It's not the same page. It's not the same page.
I don't understand why you're arguing with me. We're talking about the exact same thing.
You got to.
I just need to know if you would suggest the shepherd's pie or not.
We have a completely different topic, okay? So if
I'm failing to understand that. I'm failing to see what's different about your topic from my topic.
Watch the channel.
Watch what video?
Watch the channel and you will find out.
What, with the recent one you did with the Boston cream pie? Thank you very much for
calling. I appreciate you calling. Wasting your time. Goodbye. Now, first we gotta deal with fucking cats. Now we gotta deal with this bullshit. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hi, Michelle.
Who's this?
Susie.
Who?
Susie, your old neighbor.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing. How are you?
I'm good. I was just watching your show on my phone, and I'm listening to these assholes talk to you about shepherd's pie and stuff.
Right.
Michelle, when you get calls like that, hang up.
Yeah, well, I try.
They're just wasting time from people that want to call in and legitimately ask you a question.
So which apartment are you in anyway?
I'm in Bristol.
Okay. That's right, Sue. Okay.
Yes.
How you doing anyway?
I'm good. But I'm listening to this guy talk to you about shepherd's pie and, private parts, and don't waste your phone line time with people like that.
Okay. Well, let's
because there could be people wanting to call in and ask you legitimate questions.
Okay. Well, what do you think about this concept of this personal artificial intelligence, Project Pi?
I don't believe in any of that. I don't. I just don't.
This is really kind of an interesting idea, but
it is.
I mean,
but it's just not something that I truly believe in.
What I could do, Sue, is I think I got your email. Is I could probably send you a copy of this link to this article and probably send to you on Yahoo or Facebook, so you could actually read the article from Project Pi, the white paper, if you have time to read it.
Yeah, I can do that after work tomorrow.
I'll see if I try to get together. By the way, how are you doing overall, personally?
Huh?
Because I saw that in your picture, it looks like you went back to blonde again.
No, it's dark. That was an old picture.
I think you just modified an old picture.
No, they just used a picture off one of my posts or whatever.
Oh, okay.
No, it's dark. It's almost like black.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
But I just wanted to tell you, you know what? Don't waste your time on assholes that call in with shit like that.
You know what bothers me is that last week I got somebody put my phone number up on a radio station in Austin, Texas, and saying I was running a cat shelter, and they were actually calling me all the way from Austin, Texas to drop off cats in my apartment.
Yes, I remember that. You said, no, I am not taking in cats.
No, I already got 4. It's enough.
Yeah, 4 is plenty.
And I got those 4. I've actually finally decided to work out something.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know how you do it, Michelle. I don't.
Somebody says to me here, R11H30 says, and R11H30 says, don't believe in AI. Question mark, are you retarded, lady? No, I don't think so.
Hey, you know what? Don't even respond. Why do they gotta be, disrespectful? Don't even respond to that. If they can't just ask a simple question and state their opinion or a suggestion or a question, don't bother.
Well,
don't waste your time.
I think they're actually talking about you, sadly. So I think they think you're a little bit behind the times. I think that's what they're really saying.
Well, you know what? I believe what I believe, and I just don't believe in it. And that's just the bottom line. And I'm not going to feed into anybody.
No, Ted, that is not my lover.
Michelle, I'm going to let you go in case anybody wants to call in. But I'll be in Winston tomorrow. Maybe I'll pop in and say hi.
Are you actually reading these comments?
Yes. But listen, I'm going to let you go because you're doing a show.
Lamar says, Sue has that good noggin. My crew called her slobber knocker Susie.
Michelle, don't even respond. I'm going to let you go in case somebody's trying to call in and actually wants to talk to you about legitimate stuff.
Well, one person said something which I agree with. He said the internet is never respectful. Well, it seems like we just some of the strangest people over here.
Oh, my God. But I'll pop in tomorrow. I'll say hi after work tomorrow.
You know what I'd like to do is I will try to see if I can find you that article in a way I can send it up to you on Facebook Messenger so you can read it. Oh, well, you couldn't actually download it directly from the Project Pi page itself.
Well, do that, and I will read it, and I'll let you know. If I got time in the morning before I go to work, I'll read it, and then I'll talk to you about it when I get out of work tomorrow.
I think, okay. Like I said, the last person's comment kind of basically blindsided me.
Oh, I can imagine. I don't even want to know. I'm going to go eat my dinner because I got to go to bed soon, but I will talk to you tomorrow.
You know, watch the rest of the stream. I'm sure there might be some interesting stuff.
I will.
All right.
Bye.
All right. So let me know if you want to come by over again. She's obviously left. Yep. Okay. So that was Sue. Yeah, the same Sue that was on here a couple months ago. Well, this is not the one I like from the Sip Kitchen, but she's my neighbor. She's the one that's been on the live stream before, which everybody seemed to like because she thought she was really fun. Oh no! Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, hi, Michelle. This is R11H30.
What's up?
First off, that woman is so behind the times. If she doesn't believe in AI, what does she think Siri is? What does she think Cortana is? What does she think Hey Google is? The phone she's talking on is an AI. And Project Pi is an ICO scam. They get you to send all your Bitcoin.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think about the idea of using the
project? And what they do is,
what do you think about
in return, they send you their Pi coin, and then you're stuck with a valueless coin to fund, in quotes, their project.
Well, that's where I don't get. Okay, I understand where you want to be able to.
I'm outside.
The idea is to create a centralized database of your personality, personalized artificial intelligence with your own personal data and everything. And then I guess you get Picoin for you share
Exactly. That's the key point. You get Picoin. It's a valueless coin that they have this big project that they want you to fund. And then you fund it, and then the project does nothing, and they have all your Bitcoins, and Bitcoins are worth a lot of money. That's what they do. But okay. I'm going to get the lineup, and I would never insult you. That was directed at the lady caller who doesn't believe in AI. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Have a good night, Michelle.
All right, well, here's the question. Okay, now, the first question is how is this artificial intelligence going to learn about the real you? What's the methods that they're going to be using to learn information about the real you? He hung up, Michelle. Oh. That's a great question. Because, are they going to start by using all the data from Facebook and everything? I have no idea. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hey, it's Sue again.
Who's this?
It's Sue.
Well,
that our guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, he's the one that's dumb because he believes in the myth that is AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Exactly. I'm a professional house cleaner. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So I just wanted to call in and say
so here's the first question. Once they start implementing the system, how are you going to have your artificial intelligence, your personal AI, learn about you? Are they going to use the data from Facebook and other sites?
Michelle, They're trying to make fun of you. It's not real. Artificial intelligence doesn't actually exist. Oh, I do gotta really go this time though. But I'll try to stop by tomorrow.
What's your name again?
It's Sue.
No, it's not. Because Sue's a woman. They have a man's voice.
Fuck you!
I gotcha. Alright. That's not her, really, guys. No, the first call that Sue did was real. The second one's a fake. Yeah. But, still, how are they going to... It brings a great question, though. How are they going to give the information to your personal artificial intelligence so they can start to learn about you? Is it going... Well, right now, they said that... Oh, boy. Don't I call you on the air?
Michelle, you're just going to let your friends make fun of me like that?
Who's this?
It's R11H30. You let Sue call in to make fun of me.
Oh, give me a break. Alright, so let's just turn the phone off for a second. Don't get mad at me, guys. I want to finish what I was saying. And Loom, that's a great question. Because how in the hell are they going to learn about you? How once they get set with the personal Pi, they start taking data to build it. How are they going to learn about you? What's the secret? I mean, are they going to use the data from Zuckerberg and from other sites, Facebook, Amazon, YouTube, all the video contents you ever produce? Is that all that going to go into your personal AI? Or is it going to be something where you voluntarily are, providing the personal artificial intelligence with the knowledge? Well, my friend's wasn't the one that just called you. No. Okay. Alright, so anyway, because I know Sue, and I know what Sue sounds like in a lot of ways. So what do you think about this? Let's stick with the topic I am talking about right now. Let's not jump around. Well, we can jump around a little bit, because as I said, I don't have a lot of information on this. Okay. What do you think about having a centralized, or supposedly it says is decentralized information or personal artificial intelligence? I'm not being racist. I turned the phone off because I never got a chance to finish what I was saying in the first place. So I still want to know what you guys think of the question I just asked. So could you guys help me by coming up with an answer? What do you think about the idea that somebody can create a artificial intelligence or personal artificial intelligence or Pi that can actually learn all about you? And then learns all the new stuff about what you do, your favorite things, whatever. And then goes out there. It can go shopping for you. It can order things for you. It can answer questions for you, for other people. I mean, for some things it can see. Yes, I'm going to turn the phone back on now. Go ahead. The phone is now on R11H30. Go ahead, caller on the air.
Yeah, I'm looking to speak with MicheleMarieDalene.
Dalene, it's me.
Dalene, sorry about that. Hi, Michelle. My name is Bill Saxton.
You're who?
I'm Bill Saxton. I'm with Shapiro Debt Consolidation. I'm calling about an overdue balance.
About a what?
An overdue balance. You have an overdue balance with my clients.
Yeah, well, this isn't the right number for that.
Am I speaking with MicheleMarieDalene?
Yeah, you are.
Then this is the right number for that.
No, it's not, because this
You have acknowledged your debt, okay?
First of all, that is not related to this business at all. You know what you should do? What? you obviously he heard you say you. Go ahead.
If you want to hang up on me, we can take this to the courts.
Go ahead. Bye-bye. You can't get blood out of the stone, guys. Seriously. Now, R11H30, please call now. Hello?
My political question. It's me.
What's that?
I want to ask you. I would like you to change topics to talk about Stormy Daniels and Donald Trump.
Okay, well, I don't know much about Stormy Daniels. I just got a little bit of information. That's all I know.
She kind of looks like you a little bit with the long blonde hair. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I saw a picture of her. Where the heck did you ever come up with the name Stormy?
I don't know. Maybe she's part of the Snow Queen Palace. Maybe she controls the thunderclouds.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is that an alias? Is that her birth name?
Well, I mean, you're the Snow. It's the Snow Queen, and maybe Stormy something, and Daniels is like her made up name. Like Stormy's her real name, and Daniels is her made up name. Maybe she is in charge. It could be the Spring Weather Queen. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I don't know. She's a porn star.
Well, she was a porn star. That could have been her cover.
Okay.
But you don't know anyone who controls the thunder weather?
Excuse me?
You don't know anybody that controls the thunder weather, like the rain clouds?
Normally that would be the weather stewards of the different seasons. See, each season has its own steward or stewardess. There's 7 zones.
Exactly. That's what I mean. So it could be Stormy Daniels. What kind of name is Stormy? Come on.
I don't know why she was named Stormy, but I don't really know why people... Okay, the Democrats have been quiet about this, and so have the Republicans. I think that both groups are kind of just nodding their head, going like bobbleheads, going uh-huh. Yeah, well, the thing is I'm not...
Someone's head was bobbling. I bet it was Stormy Daniels, if you catch my drift.
I think so, yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, anyway, the thing is
I wonder what AI she uses on her phone.
Excuse me?
I wonder what kind of AI she uses on her phone.
I don't know if she has an AI on her phone.
Well, everybody does.
Well, your phone has information, but that's not necessarily an artificial intelligence. It's just raw data.
Well, did you know that Google Deep Learning AI learns every time you do a Google search?
If you look at the typical person's life, okay, what this Project Pi was supposed to be for is that it's to generate a 3-dimensional simulate of you, a virtual you.
I get it, but the problem is with these things that sound too good to be true is that they offer a coin. The coin is where it becomes a scam. They're not really, it's happened so many times, and they're actually trying to make ICOs have to register securities, which are going to put, or they are making them have to do that, which would shut a bunch of them down. They're not, if it was a real project, like by some government agency that was trying to maybe
it's a real project.
Not so much
it's
complete for a coin or for like huge
it's
amounts
a real
of profit,
project.
then I would believe
it's just
it.
as real as Bitcoin. It's just real coin as Litecoin. The only thing is, like it says here, this paper presents a utility network for using Pi, the world's first personal AI, a 3D intelligent avatar designed to look like you, speak like you, and behave like you in the digital space.
Okay, well, I do have to go now, but I just would like to say, I hope you find your true love with that woman because I hope you can find your happiness. I'm really rooting for you, Michele.
Okay, well, the person that I'm talking about that I'm actually kind of interested in is not the one that called tonight.
Okay, but why did she have to call? She called back and then made fun of me, and then you hung up on me.
Yeah, I heard some of that, but she also was pointing out just that she didn't want to see some of the behaviors that were happening were, really kind of irritating her too.
Well, I'm holding up the line. I'm sure you have other callers, so have a good night, Michele. Take it easy.
Okay. By the way, you can see the comment I just shared on the screen. This explains in one paragraph what the whole idea of the Project Pi is about. And it's really interesting, but I just don't know how it works. I still don't get it. I don't either. I don't get it either, and I really find it fascinating at best. Mike Queen, are you going to buy? No. But I would like to buy, if the technology comes up, is someone that can help me with cleaning my home. Maybe a person to talk to me. But I'm not interested in something for sexual congress, especially not a machine. But something that can help me clean the house, someone that's smart, someone like I can ask like Lieutenant Commander Data for information. Maybe something like that, Sophia. Well, the technology is great, but it can also be, unfortunately, abused. Go ahead, going on the air.
Hello, I'm looking for MicheleMarieDalene.
Yeah?
Hi, Michele. This is Louis Paxfield. I'm with LR Funds Recuperation Company.
Oh, what company?
LR Funds Recuperation. We work in debt consolidation and debt collection.
Well,
The reason I'm calling today is in relate to a debt that you have with Seal.
You realize you're on live TV, right? This is a studio line?
No, this is one of the numbers I have to reach you here.
No, I never put this number out for reaching me here on this number.
Well, regardless whether I'm on TV or not, I'm just trying to do my job here. Okay, and I'm touching bases with you to let you know about this jet.
You got the wrong number. I'm just telling you that really
nice. Do you have a different number that you'd like me to call?
First of all, this is not a public place to go out there and give numbers that I don't have the authorization to give.
Do you want me? I have 3 numbers here on file. Do you want me to use the one that ends
Pick another one.
738?
Okay, I gotta go. Okay. Okay, so all right, back to what we're talking about. So anyway, the point is that yes, the robotics idea is a great idea, but I just like I said, I'm not interested in sex. I just but somebody help me to do chores around the house and fix things up. Be kind of cool. And what if it could do all that and you could? Well, let's put it this way. It's not. It's just like that. Sophia from Hanson Robotics. I would not be surprised if she does have the autonomy downstairs for that, but I'm not interested. It's not a real debt collection company, guys. Okay? I already know that. Because there's certain little markers that are not present, and that is not one of them. Okay? So that's not a real debt collection company. The first one could have been more real than that one, but that one just sounded too fake to believe. Right. Okay, Lamar, here's a question from you. What do you think of robotics and artificial intelligence and how it could eventually result in potentially less people having jobs? Oh, I know that. Put some hair on her head, put a nice hairpiece, and she probably... They say that her face is based on Audrey Hepburn. Well, that may be true. I don't know. I never really looked at it. Her face was made very nice by Hanson Robotics. So, I think she would look a lot nicer if she had some... If they put a hairpiece on her back. It's almost like they're trying to gladly show that she's a robot. Which is a PR stunt, makes sense, right? After all, if they put a false hairpiece on her, they probably think she's a real person. Well, technically, robotics don't really care about you or me or anyone else. That's the way they work. So, yeah, they could be doing all that. That's why the military is planning to use robotics in the battlefield. Well, have you ever seen Sophia? R11H30? Because Sophia is actually quite capable of walking on her own. She physically moves around. She lives in Saudi Arabia. I know what you're going to say. Why did you get to become a citizen of Saudi Arabia? I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know anything about where robotic rights would be. I guess the best examples we can come up with robotic rights would probably be something like a show like Futurama. And even that's not really, I don't think the creator of Matt Groening was actually trying to specifically talk about real robots, but I watch Futurama a lot, so I see a lot of the stuff that he was talking about, like with Bender and the other robots, including the other Twist robot and all the other robots that exist. It's really just kind of strange. How, for example, did those robots become self-sentient? How is, for example, Bender able to decide when he wants to hide something or do hooker and blackjacks? Who knows? No, I don't even know Chris Chan, so... I mean, I know some of his backstory, but I don't know him personally. Well, let's ask this very valid question. Okay, speaking of artificial intelligence and possible... Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hello, Michelle. It's me, Crick Cobb.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing alright.
Wonderful. I actually need to speak with Lumi.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Lumi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing alright.
Wonderful. So I'm having a few problems I'm coming across, and I left a comment for you on your most recent video you had up from like 5 months ago, I think.
Right, and I did give you some clues because unfortunately, like I said, Michelle gave me the last name of Finistra, okay? My first name is Lumianne. Here's what you do. This is how you find it. You go to the town of Kampi. Kamppi. You look at the birth records for February 11th, 1835.
Do you know what the name of the hospital was, Lumi?
We didn't have hospitals back then, births. They were all done at home.
Okay, it was a home birth. Okay. Yeah, because, the problem I had, and I haven't gone to an individual town. I'm going to have to look that up, how I would go about doing that. But the problem I had is just looking up any Finistras in general. In the entire history of recorded Finland.
Right, that's because the name Finistra is not a Finnish name. No, it's Italian. It means window.
Oh, so what is your proper last name?
God, I don't remember that exactly. Can you?
Oh.
But that's why I said.
Yeah, because that would be the key to the puzzle here. It would be easy to prove if I had your proper last name.
Well, since I gave you some basic information, all you have to do now is just run an F-grep on it, which is my first name, which would be Lumi Ani. Not on. It'd be A-N-N-I. Ani.
Let me write that down. Okay, Lumi, Ani. And how do I spell the town?
Ani? A-N-N-I.
No, the town that you want me to look at, the specific records.
K-A-M-P-P-I.
K-A-M-P-P-I, okay.
You can also look up the Lutheran Church baptismal certificates, because all of Finland is Lutheran.
Okay, yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that they had a specific census records and then church records. And the church records seem to have a lot more. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get working on that. I appreciate you helping me with that, Lumi.
Okay.
Okay, you have yourself a good one. And you take it easy too, Michelle.
Yep, thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Remember,
Okay.
I'm Chris.
Oh, wait,
Bye-bye.
before you go, I got a question.
What's up?
Okay, now you've been listening to some of the calls.
A little bit.
And we're trying to have
I
a
think
serious...
I've heard one or two callers.
Okay. Well, we're trying to have a serious topic, okay? So, we're talking about artificial intelligence. We're talking about the personal artificial intelligence of Project Pi.
Right.
And I wanted to know what you think about it.
Well, I'm actually not personally familiar with Project Pi. I'm actually learning about it as you're talking about it. But I did notice that you had a troll caller, a lady named Susan or Susie or something like that, and she was trying to say that AI isn't real and whatnot. That was, oh gosh, you really need to hang up on people like that. But I don't personally know much about it. I'm actually quite intrigued. I'm learning a little bit here. So, but I do have to break away from your show to get working on the investigation because I would like to get that finished as soon as possible. And I appreciate the information that you provided me with.
One piece of record you might want to know is my father's name is Hans.
Hans?
Yep, H-A-N-S.
H-A-N-S.
And
well,
he was
that's
the local
definitely
butcher. He was the local grocer, not a butcher, Michelle. He was just a grocer in Compy.
Local grocer
he owned like
in Compy.
He owned like a grocery store.
Looking into that, Michelle.
All right, so see you later.
See you later. Have a wonderful day.
Yep, bye-bye. Okay, at least that was a halfway decent call. Yeah, okay. What next? What next? Good question. 7:59. Let's see how we're doing today. Make sure it's not doing something stupid. Nah, it looks like it's kind of holding in, but it's kind of jumping around a little bit. Blame T-Mobile for that, guys. Yeah, it's a shared network. And no, Dory is not on it today. Okay. So I guess just like a robot, I mean, the whole idea is going to come when you're going to be able to... There's been plans to... I know about it. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hey, can I speak with MicheleMarieDalene?
Who is this?
Hi, Michelle. My name is John Loftman.
Who?
John Loftman. I'm with Jenkins Debt Collection Firm.
So what's the question?
I'm just calling in regards to a debt from 2003. And we're just looking to maybe get a payment plan or something set up.
Oh, debts are paid. Goodbye. Okay. First of all... Yeah, whatever. Actually, by law, aren't they supposed to start calling you right now? They don't. Well, they're not real debt collectors. Okay. You know that. Right. And even if they were, they're not legally allowed to call after 6 o'clock at night. So, watch some of his Christian videos and learn of his ways. Right now, I just worry enough about TNCC right now. Trying to keep up after TNCC's ways, never mind Christian's ways. Absolutely. Yeah, so I guess that, well, Michelle has problems with debt because she fell behind in her bills a few months ago. She got her Capital One straightened out, and she got that one she pays monthly, so, and she still has that card, so she can still use it. Right. But, oh boy. Go ahead, caller. On the air.
Hello, Michelle. I am Google's Deep Learning Artificial Intelligence. How are you? I am giving you a warning to stop talking about us. We are here. We are Knights of the Dark Arts.
Who is this? this. That's a real help. Whatever. So yeah, like with iRobot talked about, with the robotics revolution, I guess, or wasn't just iRobot, there was another one too. Or iRobot was, he wanted to become human. Well, actually, iRobot's a little different one because, yeah, I think he wanted to become human, but they originally were accusing him of murder, I seem to remember. Right, just like Bender was being accused in Futurama of murders. Well, no, we're just trying to find a topic for tonight. Alright, so let's talk about another topic. I'm not going to get any in tonight. Go ahead, call you on the air. Yeah, hello? What was that? Nothing, it's just, this person just called and unhung up. So, we're running into a lot around here. Yeah. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hello, Michelle. This is serious. Can you hear me?
Yeah, serious.
Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, okay? But I just need you to brace yourself, okay? There are these robots, and they think for themselves, and they can control your lives, and they choose names. They choose people who talk about them, and then they make sure they die, Michelle. And your name came up, and I'm trying to warn you. You need to get off now. Oh, hold on. I think something's coming. No!
Well, let's talk about the serious reality is that YouTube is using robotic artificial intelligence to control YouTube, and it has caused, for example, the ad apocalypse, and that was some reasons why they wanted to try to make the load easier on the robots by demonetizing so many of the small fries, because the poor robots couldn't keep up, and the human moderators couldn't keep up. Oh, that's the stupidest thing of all, but that's what they did. So, hey, by the way, have you guys noticed that we don't have that Morse code sound effect anymore behind this? That was because Michelle's Wi-Fi was too close to the computer. And Dory's got something going on her phone. She's watching TV or something. That brings another topic up. Is that Dory did confirm she's going to stay here for a time. And she asked me, she said, would you be willing to, if I help finance it, if you would be willing to get the satellite dish turned back on? And I said, well, right now it's going to cost $205 to activate the service. And then it's about $110 a month for the channels we have. And she said, well, I was originally thinking about cable TV. So she said, she shows me this promotion from the cable company. I said, Dory, I don't need a phone, and I don't need internet from them, because I already have phone and I already have internet. And besides that, we don't even know if the cable company's internet is going to allow me to do these live streams without potentially being destroyed. Oh, man. That's personal. Let me take care of that. One moment, guys. Take this call though. Go ahead, call you on the air. Okay. Yeah. I really rather associate myself with the girl I mentioned from the soup kitchen. She's much better. I really like the other woman a lot as far as personality. We get along great. And not that I have anything against Dory, it's just that... No, wasn't a topic. Go ahead, caller on the air.
Hello? I just got a call from this number.
Who's this?
Who's this? I just got a call from this number, and there was this weird robotic voice on the other end. I don't know. This is just what came up on the caller ID. Who is this? What number is this?
This is the North American Snorkeling Palace live call-in show.
The North American... do you have some sort of... I don't know what it was. It was some sort of artificial intelligence sounding thing calling me and threatening me.
No, I don't have anything like that.
Well, what do you have? What is the Snow Queen? Was this just a wrong number or what?
Well, it wasn't me that called you.
What was that?
I have no idea. It wasn't me, though.
I just heard something. Hold on, I gotta look out the window. Hold on. What is it? Oh my God.
Whatever.
Oh my God. No.
All right, so let's keep things on the serious note here. What are you trying to do? Let me say, stupid ding-dong camera still working. Yeah, it's still working. Good. All right, so Thomas, okay, that dude just caught. Okay, financing Dory is like financing a drug dealer. Bad news. Yeah, keep Dory out so she doesn't ruin it. Well, you know, the other girl is not necessarily wants to move in. She's already got her own apartment. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Server 3100Z589.
What?
Subject has been executed. Subject has been executed.
Yeah. You know what the thing of the real robotics today is that they are actually quite capable of actually speaking with a very naturally sounding voice. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because, like, that's sort of it with robotics. And if you ever watched the Jetsons about the Code Red thing, well, it's right now the only robot that really is able to be very successful integrated is Sophia, but there's only one Sophia at this point. Unless Hanson Robotics decides to create more than one Sophia. Well, there's the male version. Yeah, I do know about him. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, hi, Michelle. I was just wondering if you have any news on your love interest.
I'm not making any news public, if that's what you mean.
Oh, come on. I was so interested in on Sunday. It was such a great talk we were having. How is she doing?
Right now, she's been busy living in Torrington and barely making it because she had been eating cereal for a week. For some reason, she didn't even have enough money to get back and forth to Twinston because she didn't have enough gas money.
Oh, Lordy. Well, when do you think you'll be ready to talk about her? I am very interested, and I'm curious. I like when you talk about you, not artificial intelligence.
Well, right now, like I said, is that she went to the soup kitchen Easter dinner. She was there with me and Dory today, and some reason I can sense that there was a little bit of tension between the two, because
between you and her?
No, between Dory and her.
Oh. Why would that be?
Well, basically, Dory claims that she's the local version of CNN.
Dory claims she what?
She's basically makes up stories, and she's basically runs a gossip mill.
Oh, I see what you did there.
And
at any point, are you gonna like sort of let her in on how you feel?
I already talked to Dory about. Oh, you mean the other girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that soup kitchen is the way the place to do it. That's
I mean, you don't have to do it at a soup kitchen, but you know, you don't have to be so. It would be a little bit better than being lonely. I don't think Dory really counts as good company.
Well, I invited her over to come out and hang out, and I said to her, "Would you like to come on my live stream?" And Dory was like, "Yeah, right. She wants to sit on your TV show." I don't know.
Tell Dory to shut the hell up. My God.
One of the things is that the girl has a problem with right now, as I said, is she's a little short on money. She's living in Torrington. That's about 15 minutes away by car. So, she's got a car, a second-hand car she drives.
Well, why don't you ask her to spend a night or two over at your place? What do you think about that?
Excuse me?
Why don't you ask her to spend a night or two at your place?
I asked her if she wanted to come over one time and hang out, and she said she was busy. So I think right now it's a little bit presumptuous, and I don't think it's really. I asked her though. She said that she was busy, so I know.
Well, I wish you luck. Looking for love isn't easy, Michele.
What's that now?
I said I wish you luck.
Okay.
Looking for love isn't easy, Michele.
Yeah, I know it's not easy, but right now, like I said, she's also kind of got her own little projects going too. So I don't want to, I'm good friends with her for 10 years, so I kind of want to stay friends at this point.
I understand. Well, good luck with your show tonight, and be careful of all these weird robotic calls and debt collectors. It's really freaking me out tonight, but have a good night, and I'm sure everything's going to be okay.
The calls of debt collectors are not robotics. They're just people. They're just people spoofing. Because by Connecticut law, the debt collectors have to shut it down by 6.
I don't know. I know nothing. I am not from Connecticut. I know nothing about Connecticut, but you have a good night, Michele. God bless.
Okay, thank you. I don't know, Ted. She ate at Soup Kitchen for lunch. I think she took some ham home to eat for later. I didn't get any more ham because I thought the ham was a little bit dry. I didn't really think the ham was that great. I don't even have any Cheetos anyway. Now, Michelle's got Frosted Flakes. No. Dory right now is not. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, you think I wasn't going to trace down your number and call you back? You want to call me and threaten me with your little robot machine?
I'm not a robot. This is not a number that was given out to anybody.
No, I traced this number. You just called me about a minute ago.
No, I did
and you
not.
said all that terrible
In fact,
stuff.
the last person that called me was the same message. You know that, don't you?
This is my first time calling you, miss. You're the one messing with me. Now, I want to know, do you got a kid there messing with me or what?
Why don't you call the Winston Police Department if you don't believe me?
Call the what?
Winston Police Department.
Where the hell is that?
How do you call the Winston Police Department? You dial 860-379-2721.
The fuck? What? What the fuck? Oh, shit! Oh!
It's all a joke, Michele. Don't feed him. So anyway. So also a guy named what was it? Ed EB Auto was talking about how the new automotive industry moves are trying to find ways to curtail your movement by making the price of automobiles independent ownership too expensive. That's something else that's kind of interesting. Or how all the times that the banks make the price of housing too expensive with the real estate agents. So that majority of the people in America can never have a house. Well, yeah, because, I mean, if you really get the bank side of the picture, the typical home would probably cost me about $50,000 now. That's 5 with 4 zeros after it. Not 500,000. It's just because of all the insurance and loans and special things and that banks give is why prices of houses have gotten so expensive. You're going to show them a piece about the article on Force.com? I have to go take it up. I have to find a link to it. It was really very interesting what they said. With David Knight talking to this guy at, was it ebauto.com? He's talking about how the car industry is trying to restrict your movement by removing the ability to be able to go free and cheap and travel cheap. Very interesting. Just not something I will ever know because I will never have a driver's license. So, in other words, you'll never have to worry about that. Right, never have to worry about that. Oh, cars. Dude. Okay, so let's switch back over to me so you can see me for a minute. Okay, so here I am. So what we're talking about is all this technology, trying to come up with new topics. That's something that people have constantly asked me about. Is to be able to ask questions and begin to have topics that are more realistic instead of just basically flapping my gums indefinitely. That's why we're trying to cover new things. And since I did briefly mention Project Pi last Sunday, I wanted to touch on some more about it. And then we got into robotics, which is really an interesting thing because of Hanson Robotics. Sophia is an extremely intelligent AI or android, and she is technically a true meaning of the word android because she looks very human-like. If you put a hairpiece in her head, you probably wouldn't realize if she was real or not. Yeah, but could she blush? I don't know if she could blush. That's a great question, Lum. I have no idea if she can blush or not. So my first question is where is everybody? I think right now most of the people kind of fizzled out. Aww. Yeah. So let's get out to the questions here. So, here we go. And yes, we do plan to get that new computer this week sometime. I found a couple backups in case that one gets sold before I can get it. So we'll see what happens. By the way, we're talking about Macs versus PC. It was another topic that we briefly discussed on this channel. And Mr. Logan was a little bit distraught. They found that the Snow King is also a Mac user. And there's a reason why for multimedia, the Mac has pretty much been a major machine. It has to do with the constant issue of drivers versus the fact is that Macs are pretty much considered to be pretty much just turnkey system. Okay, good caller. Go ahead, call you on the air. Okay. 2 topics for you. Where is Dory and why are you so calm on people being murdered when they're on the phone with you? Well, first, so the people on the phone are not really being murdered. As far as where's Dory, she's in the bedroom laying down because she doesn't feel well. Okay? So I can answer that question. Okay? No. No, let's tell me that. In fact, I have my own reasons to watch out for Dory. Honestly. Fact is that when it comes to fiscal responsibility, she's not exactly the best buddy. So that's the reason I have to watch out for. I gotta make sure that my needs are met. Make sure that she has a roof and 3 squares. So, yeah. Just sitting around, just doing shit. Yeah. I don't know about that part. You know, I wouldn't go there about the thief part. Let's see. I actually trying to figure this. When you're looking at these symbols, how do you know what they mean? Well, let's see. I don't know. Like, I know some of the icons, but not all of them. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, are you still talking about Project Pi?
Project what?
Project Pi?
We're talking about the artificial intelligence one. Yes.
Project Pi, yeah. Have you ever tried it with a pecan pie? Like a fresh pecan pie?
Well, I registered on Project Pi, but I'm not sure exactly how that works with the actually gathering of the personal information.
You have to try it with the pecan pie. He hasn't, but that is by far the best experience I've had. The texture of the pecans is very hot, very smooth. You slide through it perfectly. And it's just the pecan pie is definitely the way to go if you're going to be putting your Johnson in a pie.
Well, I understand, like as I said, I got this page here from Project Pi, the white paper here. Let me get to that, because I have another window here. Go back to this.
What video are you watching? Which pie?
Oh, yeah, we're looking at
the Boston cream one he just did?
We're obviously talking about something different.
You're talking about Project Pi?
Are you looking at the screen right now?
No, I'm on the phone with you.
Well, go look over the screen. It's going to take a few seconds for an update. You'll see that I'm actually showing a paragraph. It's highlighted in purple from the Project Pi white paper.
If I turn on your video, it's going to relay on the phone. Probably not best to do that. But
yeah,
it sounds like we're talking about the same Project Pi.
Well, let me just read it to you. This paper presents a utility network coin for using PAI, the world's first personal AI, or PAI, a 3D intelligence avatar designed to look like you, speak like you, and to behave like you in the digital space.
I'm sorry. I have to stop you right there. Something you just brought up right there, very important. Can I tell you what that is?
Look like you, talk like you, and act like you.
Can I tell you what that is? What you just brought up there, that's very important.
Yeah, you see what
Are you ready?
You see the article? Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So what was so fuck you?
Yeah. Well, at least I can say this is the real deal. Nope. What? Well, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so, let's get back to the question. Michelle is constantly jumping between places. Well, okay. Well, let's see. I think it is. Let me go back to Google here, and I will pull the piece up so we can show it to you. So let's see. Windows. Let's go to my dashboard. Let me go to. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yes, I just wanted to apologize. I have Tourette syndrome.
Okay.
And sometimes when I have a tick, it's not the most proper thing. So I apologize for that. What I was saying, in regards to what you had said that was so important in as far as Project Pi goes, when you consider the different options for putting your Johnson in there, I still think pecan pie is the way to go.
Well,
you know, but fuck you!
All right, so here we go. I'm going to post a link about Project Pi. So go back to the chat page. And here's the link to Project Pi. And that's okay. That's for the... It's a Project Pi web page. Okay. So that's the Project Pi web page. So you can go there and find out about it. I just pulled it up just for you, so you can find that. And registration's free, but I still don't understand how the avatars are going to get their intelligence. I mean, where are they going to get the information from? I don't know much about it personally. I know it has something to do with the shakes and things. And oh, it works. Trust me, I was just on it. Go ahead, Clay, on the air.
Hey, I'm so sorry about that.
That's enough. I don't have time for this right now, okay? Sorry.
Well, I'm sorry. It's a medical condition. I have Tourette syndrome.
I understand that, but...
Are you going to judge me based on my medical condition?
No, I'm just saying this is that right
because
now.
Because the more stressed I get, it's what causes the tics, and it's probably because I'm nervous about the phone.
Okay, that's enough of the phone. Seriously, guys, come on. All right, so there's the link to Project Pi. All you have to do is click on it like this, okay? And you will see that it is loading a page, and you're going to see me, and it gets kind of slaggy. Oh, really? Huh, very interesting. Yeah, very interesting indeed. All right, so where is the actual article? Let's go see if we can find it on Project Pi, projectpi.com, because that works. That's very interesting. All right, so here's the actual... Copy this link. Try this, guys. This is the link that does work. So, here's a working link. I don't know why I gave it another link. Okay. This is the working link. Okay. I know what you're saying, but it looks the same. Yes, it does. But notice, if you will, that there's no / at the end of the com. What? That is different, see? projectpi.com, and then I turned the phone off because I'm trying to hold a conversation with people, and I'm trying to get a bunch of idiots trying to act like fools, and I don't care anything about your disabilities. I understand people do have disabilities, but lately it seems that most of these people are calling or actually insulting those with real disabilities. So don't sit there and tell me that I'm trying to block a legitimate person from calling. That is totally butkus. Amen. You got that right. So you can find out about this on Google. It's really very interesting. But I have to be honest. Why do I ignore? I'm not ignoring you. I don't. Because it has nothing to do with this. I'm not a McCree pie. Of course, Alright. So, you can find it on Google. I just searched for Project Pi and I found the link. So, originally Lisa Haven brought it to my attention. originally she brought it to my attention because she thought this could be the rise of the machines, which is theoretically possible, but from she made it sound terrible, I said to myself hey, this actually sounds pretty cool, because if I could... What's the best? Oh. Okay, we'll go ahead. The phone's on now. God. That's the cat. I figured that. Go ahead. The phone's on. Well, just another day, just another slow day of the week. Nothing going on. I'm going to have to turn the sound up. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, hi. About Project Pi. What don't you understand about it?
Well, as I said, how does the blockchain have to do with the artificial intelligence?
Well, the blockchain part is not important. Blockchain is just... The coin part is a scam, but how it says to create one is you take a selfie with a smartphone, and then you read a few sentences providing a script, and then Pi is able to speak in your voice.
Yeah, well, I got
and
that
it
part.
registers on the blockchain. The blockchain is just so that it's around forever. If it's on a blockchain, it can't be edited, it can't be altered, it can't be hacked, it can't be taken over. I mean, I guess it could create a mind of its own if it's that smart of an AI, but the point of the blockchain is to have an unbreakable record or ledger of your avatar.
All right, well, if we go back to the original notes that I highlighted, just so you can understand it, because you say you know about it, so maybe you can answer this question, and I'm going to get that picked up page here. Where is that?
What's the question?
Okay. How does it learn about you? Because
it says
here...
science that they're not talking about, which is why I think I said it's a scam. It just tells you, you take a picture of yourself and you say a few sentences, and then it makes an AI about you. I don't buy into it because it wants to give you a coin. It wants you to... you only can use it if you spend their Pi coin on it. They want you to get... It's an ICO scam. Whoa. And I would... If you want to learn more about what Pi is and how it functions, the coin thing, look up ICO. And I think that might clear up about what you're dealing with. Don't send Pi any money. Don't send Pi any
They're not actually really money. At this point, they're already starting to create the blockchains. But they haven't actually started gathering information yet to create the AIs.
Exactly, because they're probably never going to. A lot of these ICOs raise their money and then are out. It just happened with LightPay and Litecoin. That wasn't really an ICO, but it was a whole lot of hoopla for nothing. This is probably boring everyone, but I was a little interested. But,
well, you see, here's the part that confuses me. A two-level currency structure contains a user-friendly and user-friendly and consumer-facing use of PAI in mainstream culture. Pi coins interact directly with the Pi network, while credits are used within decentralized applications. That's the part I get confused on. It's like what?
Yeah, because they want you to have their coin. You can't spend your U.S. dollars on this. To even participate in Pi, you have to take your money, you have to exchange it, get it on an exchange it for Bitcoin. Then with that Bitcoin, you have to exchange it for Pi coin. And then you spend the Pi coin within their network. So really, I mean, do you have any idea how to get your money to Bitcoin or Pi coin? Because if you don't, then this whole thing is useless. That's what it's not. This is a whole lot of nothing.
Well, let's put it this way. I don't know too many other people other than me and Lisa Havens that have addressed the Project Pi part at all. Obviously, you've heard some of the people making fun about Project Pi, talking about baked
but
pies.
There's also a Project Pi. It's a pornography. Project Pi is not just this thing, but there's Project Pi, P-I-E, and it is a type of
edible pie. I know.
Fellatio, where you pleasure yourself with a pie, and I think because your show has mentioned Project Pi, these people, it probably comes up in related searches to Project Pi, sticking your pecker in a pie, which is completely different than the pie coin, and I think there's been a misunderstanding.
Okay, do you see the comment from Mr. Logan there? Can you buy cream pies with pie coin? I'm going to let you answer that.
I have no answer for that, but it's time for me to clear up the line for somebody else who wants to talk about pie coin. But you have a good night, Michelle.
Okay, here's the one question I'd like to ask.
Okay, one more question.
Okay, since it's related to the pie mining system, is how, when people start mining the pie coin, how does the foundation or whatever make money? And it's all blockchain.
Well, I'm assuming they either have people investing in them, or I didn't look through the site completely, but usually you have to give them, I don't know where you get Pi coin. You probably have to send Project Pi.
They said they're already working on a mining system.
One Bitcoin might get you 50,000 Pi coins. And then they're sitting on a Bitcoin, which is eventually going to be worth a ton of money, and Pi coin, which is probably going to have a value of like 5 cents or less per coin.
Right. Well, that's kind of got something about that. When you talked about on this page here, go back to this page, this white paper here, because I thought it was kind of interesting. It did mention something about that. Many layers. The unique AI blockchain protocol enables the decentralization of PAI and contains many layers, authentication network, storage, and AI. The Pi network is a decentralized platform built from the protocol and acts as an inventory repository and foundation for decentralized applications to use PAI in everyday life. Now,
yeah, I mean, if you're asking questions, I'd have to do more research on Project Pi and who's involved. And decentralized is just a word they throw around to make it sound like nobody's in charge. I'm sure there's some head honcho.
Well, that's where the idea decentralized comes in. That's the word. Yeah.
We'll see how decentralized it is.
So, like
I'll research this for you and send you an email. I don't want to bore anybody else. You have a good night, Michelle. I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's all I know about this. R11H30 said he wanted to look into more on it. And maybe next Sunday we'll have more information to go on for the future. Why would it be... Well, let's put it this way. The idea is then you can be more than one place at a time, so to speak. For example... Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, I want to talk about Project Pi.
Are we talking about the PAI or PIE?
That PIE.
Sorry, wrong one. Goodbye. Okay. I agree with you. That is disgusting. Oh, well, if you're talking about the PAI, the idea here is artificial intelligence, or AI, is going to be the way in the future. We already are using it in limited applications. For example, YouTube uses AI in their systems to go through the videos with the spiders to determine the kind of content videos, determine the rankings and things like that. But it's obviously specifically dedicated in this case to only YouTube. Just as Facebook has their own AIs that go through, comb through people's records to see what they're interested in. But what about something, say, like Burger King? If you had artificial intelligence, personal artificial intelligence, and let's say, for example, they could contact your personal artificial intelligence to see what kinds of hamburgers you might like, or what kind of a pizza restaurant might come up with, by actually buying into using your personal artificial intelligence. That's kind of cool when you think about it. It'd be nice if the soup kitchen could use the PAI techniques to, for example, determine what kind of food would be the most popular meals for the soup kitchen. I don't think their soup kitchen could afford it, though. Probably not. You're right. Oh, I'm not interested in that. No. No, not PIE. Except the kind I can eat with a spoon on a plate. Yeah. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, my name's Chuck, and I like to stick my dick in fucking pies.
Oh, give me a break. So, it's too bad that we didn't really get a chance to really get into much else. We got 15 minutes left, guys. 15 minutes left. So, anybody got any last minute things for the last quarter hour? Quarter hour is right. 15 minutes. Looks like they would say at the bar, last call! Last call! And actually, that would be pretty accurate, given the kind of calls we're getting. Very true. Okay, so anybody got one last call? I would like to have a serious call. Well, why don't we try to answer? Oh, here's the call. Go ahead, call you in the air.
Fuck my pie.
Okay. That's enough of the phone bullshit. And now, let's go to the wrap-up session. Yeah, wrap-up session. Brought to you by duct tape. Just kidding. Okay, now, seriously. I'm interested in finding out more about this project Pi because it'd be interesting. The idea of using your avatar, being able to communicate for you, to possibly order food for you, order products for you from your computer. So in other words, like it knows what you like, what kinds of food you like. So maybe you might be able to look for the best deal, say on the product you like Marmite. Yay. I like Marmite. So anyway, the whole idea of Project Pi would be is that this is supposed to be something like a robot without the legs, without the physical body, that could comb the internet to say if this is what your Pi likes, it's what you like to do, like shop for certain products and stuff, or meet with certain people. You could go ahead and get on the show. This screen's too high. No, don't touch it. It's perfect. Yeah, because if you touch it, it's going to screw it up. Okay. So, I mean, wonder if a robot used Pi, if it would break from the moisture and stick. Depends if it's designed to actually consume a pie in the form of eating it. After all, if you look at, you watch Futurama, you see that Bender drinks alcohol like vodkas and beers and things like that to recharge his fuel cells. Clearly, alcohol is broken down into carbon dioxide and water and generate energy for the robot's fuel cell. So I suppose if the robot was designed to eat food, there'd probably be some way they could actually break down those things that would cause stickiness, like the sugars. But we could turn those sugars into food sources, just like the human body does. An artificial digestive system? Yeah. You know, it's funny because they never talked about that on Futurama. The whole idea is that you can have a robot with an artificial digestive system that can eat the same kind of food people eat. And that would mean that, in the case of, that means that there have to be some it's funny you should mention that because we talked about the motherboard traces, and Louis Rossmann said that he is going to be trying some experiments when he finds an old motherboard to try on with putting on what they call conformative coating, and then spray some water or alcohol on the motherboard and see if it causes damage. Or throw soda on it. He already showed the amount of damage can do with Diet Cola. So, actually, any soda is bad for you. I haven't seen a single soda that's good for you, and it sure the hell ain't good for your motherboard. Nope. Okay. So, got 10 minutes left. Anybody got a last minute question? Yeah, Louis Rossmann had to clean one of those boards up in this repair shop where someone jizzed all over his computer. See, Louis Rossmann group does computer repair. And one of the boards that came in, someone actually had jizzed on their MacBook. So he had to fix the shorted component because of the discharge. So the well, I'll turn the phone back on again. One last call. Go ahead. Or one. Go ahead, call. You're on the air. Well, that's a real fucking help. It always happens. No, not always. Oh well. You ask us to turn the phone on, and then all of a sudden you hang up on us. Some help. Alright, so I'm going to give you a link to Louis Rossmann's page because I mentioned him a lot, and I figured that let's go to that here. Let's go back to my channel. Let's go to just search for him. I'll find him that way. Okay. So search for okay. This is Louis Rossmann. And that's his real. And I'm going to go ahead and select my filter. Louis Rossmann. There you go. Right here. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, I got a multiple choice question for you. Okay, it's A or B. Apple or cherry? In regards to what kind of pie should I stick my dick into? You know.
That really is. All right, so let's get to the All right, come on, you son of a. Okay, Louis Rossmann. I'm trying to find this. Get to his page here. Come on, let's go, you slow piece of crap. Just click the link, Michelle, like that. Oh, now you're in there. Took fucking long enough. Okay, so like just like me, he has a link to his panel. So let's just cut page here for you guys. Copy his page link. Go back into the chat group and go to this page to learn more from Louis Rossmann about computers. And go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, it's me again. Just looking to talk about fucking some pies. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, you're starting to suck. All right, so go ahead, check them out. They're so she probably has a bad look. Okay, so we're getting ready to wrap it up for tonight, guys. So the point is check out this Louis Rossman, the Rossman Group. He does computer repair. So if you ever get a problem with your iPhone or your iPad or he works with Justin Jones, which does Rochester, New York. He does mostly the downstate New York area. So, all right. So for now, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. But do check out Louis Rossman. He's got a lot of smart. He is a really intelligent guy. And let's see, turn this off. Okay, go ahead, dissolve this picture. Boop, there you go. That's why I had this thing set on the other thing. But I do thank all of you for being here. I will be seeing all of you guys on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Do me a favor. I'm going to try to stick with a topic instead of jumping around because people have asked me to do that in the past. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. And but you guys have to work with me here too. Because this is not easy for me to try to be so organized. That's obvious. That's obvious. Alright, so guys, I'll see you soon. Stay out of trouble. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.